Welcome everybody to the Give It podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts of the most, myself Spartan, Show Guy Joe at the Fire TV. Gentlemen, 'tis the weekend. How we feeling?
Hey, look, if you didn't get Odyssey tickets, I guess you're just not going.
Oh, they hurting. That right there is a story in itself.
No, I'm gonna go see a better Tom Holland movie in 2 weeks. So
I honestly want to go see both. I like at this point Nolan. I very much respect as a director and his artistic vision. I'm losing. I lost the 70 millimeter theater when I moved away from Dallas, so I'm just gonna go see a regular IMAX screening like a peasant. But
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to see both movies too. I kind of want to see what they do with the Odyssey. Concerning the last time I saw was on NBC.
Yeah, so Tom and Punisher of the past and present.
Right.
I'm not a mythology guy.
That's fine. Because I'll be honest, watching it in high school, I was like, all right, man, what's going on? I'm not following any of this. I get the budget was budgeting back in the 80s, but like, I'm so lost. I'm following the book better than I'm following this movie.
Like I said, let me put it this way: if it's not the 1980 versions of Clash of the Titans, I'm not interested.
No, that's fair. But as you can see, guys, we're all a little bit of leveled up side, so we are going to be watching a language. Let's be honest, words we fly. At the same time, we do show movies and video game trailers that might be too intense for younger viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. So we are going to start with something on the Disney side called the Doomies. And Joe, before I play this trailer, what did you say? What was the best way to describe this show?
The director himself came out and said, "I really love the Evil Dead, so I made the Evil Dead for children."
Still is a little bit weird, but anyway.
Oh no, it is fantastic. If you miss Gravity Falls, this is it. This is your replacement. Okay. The only difference is instead of Seuss, you get Kim, and Kim is just Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Fair enough. Here's the trailer.
It has begun. A great evil is trying to break free. The dark forces are upon us. Beware the upcoming doomsday. Who will annihilate us all.
That's the spell.
I think we finally found it. The source of all evil. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spooky exclusives as we try to open up the gateway to Subterra. Look at the followers!
We're coming to get you, Bobby.
Huh? What is that thing? And how come it knows your name? What kind of evil could be coming after Bobby?
This is way bigger than you could possibly even imagine.
So, what's the plan?
Dom's got the research. Kim's got the muscle. We should totally team up.
I'm strangely okay that everything is out to get me, but this is still my life.
We can still find a way out of this. But first, we need to focus on surviving. Monsters exist. Evil is real.
A story about two twins and their fight against the creatures of doom.
Robin?
We're gonna find those creatures of doom.
You sure about this?
We're the Doomies. Of course I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of Goonies from that. That's the Doomies. So that's the Doomies, guys. As you can see, will be on Disney Plus streaming June 26th. Not too far from now.
Oh no, dude, we're on June 9th or July 9th.
Oh, July 9th. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Joe has consumed the whole thing.
I was gonna say,
all 22 episodes.
I am so freaking backwards. What'd you say,
How
Joe?
many episodes?
22.
Oh, we're getting regular seasons again.
Yes, it's kind of. I think it's supposed to be split between, but it's one long story. But there's a definitive stop for what would be season 1, and then season 2 continues. But man, so instead of Gravity Falls, Oregon, it's Ampere, France. So this is happening in France.
Okay,
it's so good, especially his aunt's boyfriend, who turns out to be a vampire.
Okay, now I have to go back and watch it. My bad, y'all. I was like, apparently I can't tell calendars.
I mean, we're also pre-recording this show, so time is
linear and wobbly.
It's a concept in a spectrum. Time is a thing. Terminator 2 is coming back to theaters. Go watch The Future, which used to be a parody, and now it's a prediction.
it's 1994 all over again. It's like,
yeah, but except in our future, the Terminators may be sexy robots, and I don't know how to feel about that.
kill them all.
Oh, no, that's just Terminator 3.
Yeah,
the AI's new OnlyFans is coming. It was like, how do we get them? It's like we've discovered this algorithm called gooning, and we found a way to get access through any doors.
pretty much.
Somebody literally asked me, it's like Pokemon or Digimon? It's like, what are we talking about? And it's like all of it. It's like, all right, if gooning, Digimon, because they all turn into women. If it's video games, Pokemon. If it's anime, Digimon.
You know what? When Stellar Blade got introduced, you may have a point.
Go Google Lilith. Go Google Lilithmon.
I don't want to.
But also,
no, she's one of the 7 demon generals. Sin, and of course she's lust.
Of course.
Good God.
But I do this show does seem cool, and I like that they got a full 22 episode season. And like you said, it seems like they told a good story because like
they did not finish it. There is a season 2 coming.
Okay, so I mean they at least got to tell a season's worth of a story to be continued. Because I know Steven Universe did the same thing, and then they started chopping it up to like, we'll give you. They kept making like events out of it. We'll give you 5 episodes here, and then 3 months later you get 5. And then when it hit HBO Max for all of like 2 weeks, they were like, "Hey, congrats on watching it back to back." That's kind of how we wanted the show to be, instead of these weird gaps with 5 episodes.
That's what they did with Owl House season 2 and season 3, where they like significantly shortened season 2, and season 3 were like 3 or 4 mini movies.
Okay, yeah, they were doing weird stuff with the shows around the time, but like the fact that we're able to watch these back to back and absorb that material, I'm glad we're getting back to formula. And according to Joe, this show does it well.
Huh?
Say it again.
I said I'm glad we're getting back to formula and just letting shows flow back to back. Sorry, there's been like storms here all week, so if I cut out, I haven't seen the sky the last couple of nights.
Oh, we're good.
Solid 22 episodes. Very good series. Great acting. It is spooky, and they do Evil Dead stuff. Like the old man's book that he consults is the Necronomicon.
Okay. That's the book. Jesus.
And they ask like, "Where'd you get that book?" It's like book sale.
Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that after we get done. But moving right along, guys, before we get into the doomscape that is PlayStation and Xbox, apparently the game world itself, the only way we can sum this up first is a Mighty Keith video because, well, he always seems to get it right.
I am Mighty Keith. And don't forget to play Grand Theft Auto 6 this November on PlayStation. It's the best place to play it. I can't wait to play this game, man. We've been waiting for this game for 10 years, over 10 years. I can't wait to look at characters, play the missions, play online, look at Lucy's feet. What was that last one? The online. I can't wait to play with my friends. Must have been the win. The only thing that sucks is I hear it's only digital now. They don't have any physical copies. That's so stupid. Get used to it. What do you say? Are you getting the $80 or $100 Ultimate Edition? Must have been the win. Because with the $100 edition, you can, I don't know, man. Spending $100 on a game is already crazy. And now I really don't even get the chance of even owning it. You should get used to not owning anything at all. Huh? Must have been the win. No, my brother. That was me. Huh? Starting January 2028, we are ceasing production on physical discs for PlayStation games. Wait, what? Why would you do this? Shifting trends, consumer preferences, bullshit. Consumer preference? I would prefer you not do this. I prefer to not give a damn. You make everything digital. At any point in time, you could just delete 500 movies or media from our account whenever you want. Correct. Those are the things I bought. Those are the things you rented. All right, so what about the people who bought the external disk drive for the PS5 Pro, huh? Since your PS5 Pro didn't even come with a disk drive? I don't know. Screw them. With this change, you're removing our choice to have a physical library. Now we can only have a digital library. Who does that? Honestly, it's disgusting. This is not how you treat your consumers, man. There's people who've been your loyal fans for pretty much all their lives. You're supposed to be better than this. Whoa. Hold on. Okay. Xbox has been preaching this whole digital library for like 10 years now. Who criticized them? You!
This is how you share your games on PS4.
I remember this.
Yes.
That was when DRM was such a big thing, and they just immediately put this out.
Damn it! Oh, we gotta take that down. And what am I seeing here? It's saying that if your account is inactive for 36 months, You could delete our whole account? If you're not playing your PlayStation in 36 months, you don't deserve a PlayStation. All of this is horrible. It's anti-consumer, and y'all really need to figure out what's going on in that company. Figure what out? We already figured it out. It's a 2-step process. 1, we love money. 2, we hate you.
PlayStation.
Boy, that's just crazy.
I don't know. I feel like if you haven't played your PlayStation like 3 years.
Oh, God dang. I'm sorry.
Hey, look, just because I haven't played it doesn't mean you had to go in and tinker with shit.
But yes. Oh, damn. Every time I watch a Bite Keep video,
But there was another one. There was another screenshot I saw. It was Moist Critical covered it, where it's like during the PS4 rollout, they had this big ass banner at that same presentation after they posted this video, and it was like, physical disc on the hard drive, own your games. Physical is meant to be traded with friends, and I'm like, yeah, like how the mighty have fallen.
Right.
They turned their socials back on recently. That was a mistake.
Right. But
they turned the what back on?
Socials.
Oh, yeah, my God.
Oh my God. We forgot. You know what we forgot to grab?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and all the corporations taking shots at him. Like,
so that's in the video we're gonna play at the end.
Okay.
Like that he grabbed so many screenshots, and it's just everyone was just, they just tweeted and disappeared for 5 days, and it was like, hey, when they come back, I saw Clone Wars open fire. I saw like Boondocks jump. I saw the JoJo's meme, like the Jujutsu Kaisen when they're jumping Mahito in like the 3rd episode. Like, they are getting dunked on, and for some reason, Domino's has been on a warpath against them.
I mean, you're right, but yes, Mighty Keith video also did lean into what we have next. That yes, PlayStation did announce physical disc production. Now, we need to stress this very heavily, just because there is some misinformation out there. Keep in mind what Sony is saying. Sony is saying that they're ending physical disc production. That is it. There is the misinformation that Sony's trying to take out all physical media. Now, we have sat there and said on the show that yes, there is an attack on physical media. That yes, you want to make sure that you have, we prefer disc. All 3 of us on this panel have said it, but we are stressing very heavily what they're going to do 2 years from now in 2028, that physical disc production will end for Sony, and they do want to go digital. So, of course, this is not being taken. We're not happy about it. I mean, who is actually happy about it? But you do have the brigade of people out there that are defending digital, not to where the Rockstar GTA level 6 people are, but I understand it. If you're raised on digital, you're not going to have the same affiliation to physical copies as we do. But at the same time, it is kind of a dumb move on Sony's part that you're going to alienate half your fan base. And if they follow through with that 36-month inactivity, that does say a lot. And keep in mind, it was just this week that folks that purchased movies on the PlayStation Network woke up to find they don't have them anymore. And will you be refunded? Nope.
No.
So you are pretty much SOL.
Welcome to what it was like when the Funimation app shut down. I had like 6 movies in there from Blu-rays that I bought, and Crunchyroll was like, yeah, you had movies over there. We don't know what you're talking. There is no movie in Ba Sing Se over here. It's like, well, can I get something? Here's 3 months of premium, and that's all you get.
But that's all. I mean, pretty much, even to the point to where the Sony CEO has already sold half his stock regarding this announcement. Now, if the CEO of Sony has sat there and dumped half his stock in this company, that tells you off the bat that I'm sorry, Sony's not changing their mind. I know there was a lot of people out on the social saying, well, what if it's a red herring? What if this is Sony trying to, gauge how many people love physical, and they may turn around and say we changed our minds. I'm sorry, but if the head guy has already sat there and tanked half his stock, I think Sony has reached the point of no return. That's the only thing I'm trying to get at regarding this. Now, what does that mean? Are we going to be looking at more? I mean, physical discs are going to shoot through the roof now.
Yeah, I mean, on top of that, like whatever your favorite game is, like now if you get hit with the delay, your production is this is if you want a disc, you have to go to Xbox now. But also, this potentially sends a bunch of people or a bunch of companies into overdrive because now you can't delay your game. Like Like as much as Kingdom Hearts fans wait, it's like you're telling me the last physical new game I get to own is goddamn Melody of Memory, the musical not gotcha, but the rhythm game for the Nintendo Switch, which even the Switch is shutting down that Cloud Edition, which is not getting a refund. You get a discount on the collection, but if you got the Cloud Edition of Kingdom Hearts, you basically paid for a 4-year lease that's shutting down in a couple weeks. But as a retro person, the entire catalog of a console or a console maker, PlayStation 1 through 5 and P and Vita, all of that is now officially retro, which means there's now a limited number of cartridges or discs out for every game. And now literally PlayStation itself as a whole becomes retro. Those prices are going to fluctuate like crazy.
Yep. And at the same time, and I'm going to say at the same time, because there seems to be this argument. Shout out to Husky Hokage that we have the show before. He's trying his hardest to make sense out of it all, because folks are saying, and I get it, because the famous saying, if what was it? If
buying isn't owning, then pirating isn't stealing.
Yeah, which I can understand, because there has been a time or two I've been on the grand line. But at the same time, if you have a copy of a physical disc, the ownership is the ownership of the disc. You don't own the game. That's all Husky Hokage has been saying in the last 4 or 5 posts he's done on TikTok. He's like, he was trying to say in so many words, if you have a copy of the game, you own the physical copy of that game that you paid for. You don't own the game, which a lot of people are kind of mishearing, which is why the big thing was he kept saying, no, you're not hearing me correctly, as I'm trying to tell you that if you have a physical copy of the game, you own that copy. Beyond that, that's it. Just in the digital sense, because I'm going to say this before I play the video that they were talking about with PlayStation, but with the memes, because everybody was getting on their ass. But the thing I was getting at was just that for a lot of people, and what they don't seem to get is that on the digital scale of things, and I'm just being honest, it is the digital scale, that you have the license to stream or play online. That's it. So I've told people, I said, the greatest example I can give you is, remember iTunes a while back where everybody was buying and streaming was great. And then all of a sudden some music and stuff got pulled and they were like, wait, what the frack happened? And then come to find out that it's just, oh yeah, you had your licensing. Because a lot of people that bought the streams didn't understand you bought the right to stream. You didn't buy the right to own. Was like,
do we have a censor button now?
Say what?
Do we have a censor button now?
Censor, no.
Because when you said what the frack, a car horn honked in the background.
Oh, that was me because the video almost played. My bad.
Oh, okay. I'm like, we have a censor button now?
No. If we ever have a censor button, I'll be concerned. But no, it was this video I'm about to play. But no, just really but like I said before, just being very clear, you just, if you have the disc, you own your copy, but you don't own the game. But
and also they're shutting down the PS3 and the Vita stores, and there's so many games over there that just that you can't get access to them. Like the fourth Sly Cooper game is only physically and digitally accessible on the PS3 store, and like you have to play it native on the PS3. I think subscribe to like the top tier of Sony's, which they're also doing that. People are mass unsubscribing. And I guess when they're unsubscribing, they're like, hey, we'll give you 50% off for a year. And people's like, eat a dick. I'm still out. And that's the only thing I don't like is because I used to do games with gold heavy on Xbox, and they let you keep those. Like, you own those games. Once I got rid of Game Pass, because I was not paying double for Ultimate, so many other games straight up told me, hey, you cannot play these. On PlayStation, they put a lock on your shit, and it's like, do you want to get back to your... I'm like, but y'all said I could have these. So, Xbox, even when my Game Pass ran out, my games with gold stuff still works. PlayStation, when you cut your shit off, they take everything like right then and there.
Very much.
But yeah, shout out to Jared in the Gamers Joint. He also has a video where I've noticed he started a trend where it's just like 30 minutes of physical media, and he's literally opening all his PlayStation games. And now I see other creators doing it, and there's a petition. So Y'all check that out after this as well, or for those watching.
Yeah. But again, this is the part where they're talking about where everybody seemed to just get on PlayStation since that announcement.
You're not fucked it up, Tony!
What?
Worst fucking news ever!
This is the day.
It's all digital download.
What a joke.
PlayStation has completely lost the plot on physical games. Nuh-uh. Not happening anymore.
They don't change their minds. Suck on these right here.
Where the fuck do I begin with this video?
Jesus, this feed is going through it right now. 52,000 replies.
Good old Max.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces and tweets in there.
Right. I mean, but again, it's all warranted. I mean, you sat there and you literally and figuratively, you opened up Pandora's box, and now you pretty much have to face the music. But they're not the only ones, because for some odd reason, whenever we have a PlayStation, we always have to have an Xbox. And this one comes for a lot of people, like for me, it comes no surprise because I don't trust the AI CEO lady. But Xbox will lay off 3,200 workers and cut 4 studios loose. Now, there is some good news. Let's get to the good news first before we get to the bad news. The good news is Compulsion Games, the ones that did We Happy Few, and of course, Contrast, and their award-winning game, South of Midnight, which all of us have played. They are going to be saved. They are going back to be an independent studio. They are no longer going to be associated with Microsoft Xbox. So that's one studio that was able to save from being from the axe. Also, Double Fine. Again, if you don't know who Double Fine is, they have various games. One of my favorite is still Brutal Legend. I know they've made other games, but that's the game.
Psychonauts.
Psychonauts, thank you. So they're also going to be an independent studio after being with Xbox for 7 years. So again, with Double Fine, with Compulsion Games, we do know that those 2 studios are safe. Unfortunately, other studios itself may not be so lucky because, as Geoff Knightley did explain, that ID Software, one of the studios under Xbox, 50% of the team has been laid off. And this is right after the DLC for Doom: The Dark Ages Revelation launched, which was yesterday, actually.
Jeff, read the room, man.
2 days ago.
So learn to read the room, Jeff. Were you tweeting about the DLC and this also hit your timeline? Like, you always bringing some bad news, man. Like, just tell us what's coming out with the. Why is Jeff telling us about Xbox layoffs? Like,
but that's the thing about it, though, is just like of course, Doom: The Dark Ages. I played that. I still want to go back and play Revelations, honestly. But the fact that 50% of ID Software, that's included in the 3,200 workers and the 4 studios, and this is a restructure. Do not get me wrong. Xbox CEO Ashish Sharma sat there and said the most significant restructure in Xbox history. Long story short, I still say that, and again, this is just me. Microsoft is planning to sell Xbox. I think Microsoft sees Xbox as a pitfall. They don't see it as the moneymaker as it used to be. The fact that they kind of doubled down on Game Pass. First, you raise the price in Game Pass Ultimate, then you lowered it when all people start complaining. You removed Call of Duty games as a day one. They try to do all these things except the thing that we kept asking them to do. Be exclusive, give us games we actually want to play. But Xbox, along with Sony, when they were doing all this massive studio acquisitions, because they were, they threw so much money at Activision, wasn't even so much funny. Microsoft did, and then Sony picked up multiple game studios as well. So in the essence of doing all this and purchasing all these studios, you basically operated a loss for more than a couple of years. So what is Xbox doing at this point? Not that I don't blame the CEO. I keep on wanting to call the AI lady, but Ms. Sharma, I see what you're trying to do, and you're trying to right the ship, because honestly, a lot of this was done under the former CEO of Xbox, Phil Spencer. It was done under his watch. Now, do I agree that some blame does fall on Microsoft? Not just I'm not saying Sharma's not completely innocent, but I am saying that a lot of this was not her fault. She did inherit the problem. Yeah. But I've also sat there and said that the gaming industry is changing. I mean, with Steam having its own OS system, a lot of games are, we're still fighting the digital physical media war. And Xbox is probably looking at this like, we're not making, and keep in mind, Microsoft budget, 3% of Microsoft's budget is Xbox. And if you've been operating at a loss for almost a decade now, in my opinion, you're going to get rid of what's costing you money. Now, does that mean that Xbox can be purchased by anybody else? Possibly. But this is just my theory. There has been no news of a release from Microsoft, but I really do think that Microsoft is getting primed to sell off Xbox, just because I think they want out of the console side of things, but they still want to create games. But Tafari, what do you think?
I don't know. I have no idea what's going on anymore. This lady was cool for 2 seconds, and then this comes out, and apparently she gave a very transparent message, but I'm like, it's giving public mouthpiece. Mm-hmm. I'm glad the studios are independent. I know Arcane is up in the air, along with the Fate of the Blade game. Yeah, and I got people mad at me. It's like, what? They're not canceled yet. I'm like, they're also not saved either. Like Compulsion and the other one are independent and thankfully not going under, but everyone else, it's potential chopping blocks. And I don't know. I don't know how the gaming industry ended up like this. I hope you all can find new work. And at this point, if you're an independent studio, do not sell. We all see how it goes at this point.
Exactly, because that's the thing about it. And independent studios, we've seen it. Compulsion Games, we've seen Double Fine. I forgot the company that created Expedition 33 that freaking fast. Dang, it'll come to me later. But no, independent seems to be where it's at, because honestly, being attached to a console or a company, it just seems like you're on borrowed time. That's all I'm saying. But
Sandfall Interactive.
Thank you, Sandfall Interactive. Thank you. But Nintendo, you think we have some bad news about them? We honestly don't, because if you've been under a rock with the Pokemon cards and scalpers, and the fact of, let's just be honest, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, a bunch of dicks out there that are just trying to rob the joy for everybody else. You've probably seen the video across social media, guys coming in and clearing out a kiosk as soon as it's filled up, guys coming in and clearing out a stack as soon as it's put out there. Folks fighting over packs, things of that nature, just to resell them and send them on out. So what the Nintendo company, along with Pokemon, says that they will take measures to respond to scalping issues. What are those measures? Well, we have two so far. What they did say was they're including made-to-order sales and agreement with marketplace operators. So, long story short, that might be direct to consumer. At the same time, the Pokemon company plans to use an account verification method that utilizes my number cards, which means ID. So these two things are a start, because again, everybody should be able to enjoy Pokemon. There shouldn't be one guy out there that's, or person, let's not just say a guy, or person out there that's simply trying to ruin it for everybody else. Now, I think that there's going to be more measures put in place, especially with kiosks. Yeah,
I think they just unplugged the machine at like the Kroger near my mom's house in Texas. Like, she's like, yeah, so much people standing around it, and then they just like killed the power to it. I'm like, yeah, because one, it's Kroger, behave. Right. Also, too many people fighting or causing hazards. The store doesn't want to get sued for something happening on the property. Like, it's too much of a hassle.
Exactly.
For somebody who works in a card shop, let me start by saying they are getting those kiosks out of there, because Poke Street has been putting on fights so much that the Pokemon company is now going to start yanking them from stores.
Yeah, so yeah, it's never about what the people want. It's about how embarrassed does the company feel. And Poke Street, Poke Streets is the number one thing I always see with people getting in fights. I'm like, how are you getting all this footage? How did you become Pokemon World Star? Like
that part. But no, but again, like I said, it's sad that it's come to this part to where a few handful of people ruin it for everybody else to where these measures got to get taken. So
I look at it this way, and I'm going to be as mean as I possibly can about this.
Go for it.
I am glad I do not treat Pokemon. There are lonely people out there, especially some dudes who treat this thing like a stock portfolio. And it lets me know that I'm not as lonely as they are. And I'm doing okay for myself.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like I said, those guys are dicks. But
now, some of them, I will absolutely say, some of them are really awesome people, and we have good conversations. But when you come in and tell me that the $900 Umbreon is not worth $900 because the card is slightly off center, or the jewel is the wrong color, I look at you and I will dead ass say, and I've done this in front of my boss, like, you can tell me you don't want to spend $900, and because that is a wise financial decision to not spend half of what my rent would be on a piece of cardboard.
Also
that part.
Like, not here to haggle with you.
Right. Especially if you think you got that type of level. But again,
yeah. So
but they also have collecticons and like card shows for that.
So that's going one step further, surprisingly. So Pokemon, if there is an official Pokemon distributor, like Pokemon Company is there at these events, they cannot sell slab. No one can sell a slab.
Okay.
Like a graded card, no one can sell a card over $1,000 pre or post tax.
Okay. So they are trying to curb it. I give them that. They are trying to curb these guys. Because I'm sorry. To me, if you're just pretty much robbing a child of it's like going to a Lego store and buying everything they have as you're watching kids want to come in and buy Legos too.
Yeah, like
that to me is the ultimate dick move.
I will never forget. I went to Target looking for a Transformer. They were restocking Pokemon. The guy gave me such the dirtiest look. He's like, "You here for Pokemon?" I was like, "No, my dude, I'm actually here for a Transformer." You have him, and he like legit flipped an attitude. Like he was the nicest person in the world.
No, these dudes are getting hounded in the store. People are putting air tags in their cars and shit now, like in their tailpipes. Like people, like I remember I went to Target a couple years ago and I saw the guy stocking, and he was like, "We ready, man?" I'm like, "You're good, dude." But then I saw these kids and a bunch of grown ass men. So like I just stood in the aisle and I was like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm done." I literally lifted my arm and let the kids go first. And I was like, "Yeah, guys, just give them like 5 minutes." I'm like, well, let the kids get an ETB or like a $5 pack. Get them. Like, all right, now the grown ass men can go sweep the shelves. Like
that's how it should be. Like, I'm sorry, I know because like as far as an uncle, I'm a father. It's like my whole thing is let the kids have fun.
At one point, they were so desperate they were stealing the actual like displays.
Yeah, they were literally scalping Target displays. Like, and now Target has do not take. They got like tags and stickers on them now. And I don't know, I've done that for little shit, like the little because I have some like sealed away in storage. The little Pokeball holders.
If you ask them, they'll probably be
I took 2 of those for like because I think I have 3 full sets. I took a top and a bottom and just like made a thing out of it and just like put it in a box.
But 9 times out of 10, you probably ask, it's like, "Hey, would y'all guys mind?" And they'll, because it's display, they'll probably be like, "Yeah, take it. We're gonna just throw it away."
Yeah, but anyway. Like those Target displays, they're like wall decor, and people are literally just like ripping them out of the floor and just stuffing them in a cart. It's like, "Hey, there's not a scan on this. Later."
That's just like I said. Long story short, guys, if you're one of those Pokemon scalpers, you're dicks. But like I said, we'll follow what Nintendo does with Pokemon on that one. I'm pretty sure they're going to be more stringent upon that. But in other cartoon news, we do have another one from Mr. Genndy Conan. I will never be able to pronounce that last name.
Tartakovsky, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all got it. I don't.
This one will not be about.
I'm sorry.
This one will not be about humping animals.
Yeah.
I mean, well, look at it this way. This is going to be primal, but there's going to be 3 things probably said. Buy Crumb, or to hell with Crumb, you miserable bastard. or the miserable bastard, or fuck Kron.
So this does mean that Conan the Barbarian series is coming. This is
the third Conan the Barbarian series.
Yeah, that will be on Prime Video. It's parting with Prime Video and Cartoon Network Studios. Of course, Primal and Suicide Samurai Jack were heavily influenced, so I'll give it a fair shot. I mean, it's going to be on Prime Video, unfortunately, because Amazon is a necessary evil. I have it. I want to give it a shot because I just want to see where it goes to from there. But what do y'all guys think?
I trust his work. After he reworked Primal's ending in season 3, the way he redid Samurai Jack for the video game after people, not a lot of backlash on the ending of the show, but they're just like, damn, he can't win anything.
Right.
The secret ending for the game was great. Fixed, I watched it. It's a little bit much, but it's actually funny. It did make me laugh. I hope this, however this does, gets his Black Knight project that he showed off like some teasers for. I hope that gets great. Yeah, because he was like, yeah, I can't get anyone to like take this project. I'm like, but y'all Netflix greenlit the neuter movie, the Nuts Last Adventure film. But so yeah, I know like a lot of people love Conan, like the older films of the comics, so I'm sure whatever this is, because I remember there was when Adult Swim used to do pilot season, there was an old pilot that never went into called Korgoth the Barbarian.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I have a feeling this is going to be that, but if it finally got to breathe.
Okay, I can see that.
Joey, he's been in Marvel, he's been in DC, he was an Avenger at one point. He is one of the very few people Doom fear. But Doom treats him with utmost respect, so Conan does not F with Doom, but that's because Doom treats him with like reverence and respect beyond almost anybody. So, because Doom knows that if there's one thing Conan can do with great efficiency, it's kill wizards.
Yeah, that much is true.
The thing I wonder is, are we going to get any callbacks to the old 90s more kids-friendly animated series where he's fighting with Lizard Man and keeps sending them to the Shadow Realm whenever he kills them, strikes them with his Star Metal sword?
Good question. It
was one of the very few times where he went to Africa in the 90s and stayed there for like a considerate amount of time because he had an African friend throughout the majority of the show.
You know what? That's a good question. I don't know. You know what? If he does do some reference or relate to that, that would be curious to see. But that's a good question. I just don't know if he'll do it or not. He might go a different direction for all I know. But either way, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But moving right along, Godzilla -0, the only trailer outside of Barbie that'll stand up to GTA 6 in its same month. We do have a new trailer for -0. I haven't seen it. Tafara hasn't seen it. Joe, have you seen it?
I saw it immediately.
I saw it. I sent it to the chat, and I was like, "Oh, Joe's already here. Never mind."
Well, with that being said, I haven't seen it. Here's the trailer for Godzilla -0.
Godzilla は核攻撃にも耐えるそうですな。
それは人間のやっていいことの範疇を超えてる。あんた自分が一体何してるのか分かってんのかよ。
Human fight. He's angry.
He is much bigger.
And blue and bigger. Discoloration right there. Like I think I saw a little bit of like blue and yellow.
That would be right, because that would be a callback to the original suit.
Or potentially, yeah, like he has like some discoloration a little bit. Hold on, yeah, let it go through. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like
back into where that tail shot is.
That would be.
Is this an evolution? Did he do this in the first film with the tail?
Yeah, that's when the thing. But
yeah, that's where he goes. That's where that I won't say discoloration, where he actually starts to go blue.
Okay, I mean, I was just trying to remember what powers he didn't have, because I'm curious to see how much he's evolved. If piecing himself back together after the last movie has given him a growth spurt, if he looks like he's been stitched together. Is this just one piece of Godzilla that grew into sentient, and there's a bunch out there like Lobo now?
I don't know. He definitely is bigger though. Jesus.
He's supposed to be fighting another kaiju, but I don't know who. Maybe Angarlus.
Well, we'll definitely know come November 6th.
They're dropping a bomb in a forest, so I'm curious. Yeah. Maybe they detect the other kaiju and it's like, let's get rid of it before it gets too big to kill.
I see, that's what I'm wondering. But either way, I'm definitely one. I definitely got to see that. Still, he really did grow bigger from the first movie. But how do we explain this one, Joe, going forward? Iron Wok Jan. Do we need to give the Disney apology, or should we just go ahead and play it?
It was a long running for 5 years in the Shonen magazines. For the first time ever, it has been adapted into an anime. It is a cooking anime. It is not one of those cooking animes. Before we get into this, if you know, you know.
Not the one that won't be said.
The one that says where everyone just like removes clothes because of how good it tastes.
Food Wars. Anyway, here's Iron Watch. The one that won't be said.
But this is taking place in 95. So there are some horrific things that happened in Japan during 95.
Okay, I got one question I gotta ask. Because I started saying old boy looked like, I almost called him old boy from from Spirit Detective, because he had the same face. But it looked like, Joe, if I got this right, is it a rebroadcast for July 5th of this year?
No, it starts July 5th.
Oh, it starts July 5th.
It's on Crunchyroll right now.
It looks interesting. I will say that. It's definitely not Food Wars, because I know what Joe was talking about with Food Wars. It is not for kids. But this one, I would probably give this a watch and see if I like about this. But Jesus, that face, that the way he smiles, I was like, okay. So that it's more focused on. It's not like Food Wars, where of course it was focused on the fact of how quickly you could disrobe somebody. But in this case, it does look like an interesting manga. But Joe, you said you watched it, right? Or did you start to watch it? So what'd you think?
No. Now I'm going to keep going. I'm going through stuff right now and tossing anime and keeping anime. I've already tossed, what the hell was it called? Black Touch, I think is the one.
Oh, I heard about that one. That's on Crunchyroll. I have yet to watch it.
It's just Jujutsu Kaisen, but instead they're ninjas, and Sakuna is a cat.
Okay, because yeah, I just saved that to my Crunchyroll. I'm like, I am definitely gonna watch it just because that it looked interesting. But no, Iron Wok Jan, Iron Skillet John is what
No, it's Iron Walk.
Okay, but it does look interesting. I will say that. So I will definitely give that a watch.
Oh, by the way, don't forget Ronin Warriors Season 2.
Oh yeah, they did get a season.
Started.
Oh sweet, so they did get a season 2. That answered my question. So I still got I got so much anime I need to catch up on. But
yeah, Black Torch, that's what it is.
Black Torch, right? But but Superman, My Adventures with Superman. We do have 2 trailers. Why? Because apparently in Europe and USA they're completely different. But we're gonna play both of them. So again, if you haven't seen My Adventures with Superman, you really need to catch up. I did. Didn't take that long. And look pretty fun.
Between this and X-Men, I love the weekly teasers we're getting. I love how much they are showing the show love and that people are discussing it. Yeah, we're about in the halfway point of the season. We had Trunks come back from the future last episode, and now we find out we're about to take a very dark twist halfway through.
Now, my favorite line is still from the Giganta thing. It's like, so soft, so gentle. Ma'am, I'm going to have to stop you right now. I'm in a committed relationship.
That, I lost it at that. And then it was like, Superman is also here. My appearance here is not an official endorsement. And then they just blur his face immediately.
Superman, not associated.
All right. So this is the Europe version. Again, there's a reason why we're playing both of them, because they both include what's going to happen as previews in the next episode. But we're starting with Europe first.
You have to get the first look at Jessica Cruz.
Like a hero and die like one.
Henshaw.
Hank, we don't have to be enemies. We fought together to...
No! I was defending my world from an invasive species. You took that world from me, Superman. You took my future. And now... I'm gonna take yours!
Okay, so that was the Europe version. So here's the USA version. I know it sounds very weird as I'm saying it, but it's the World Cup.
They have two Adult Swim accounts, and they upload very different versions of the same material.
Yep. But like I said, if you run these two behind each other, it's almost like a continuation. But here's the US version.
I worked my whole life to build a future for myself. I fought, trained, and you just floated in and took it all away.
He's got crash test dummy face.
Invincible? Yeah, Omni-Man?
And the buildings are still standing.
Sacrifice! Look what I have to show for it! Look what I've become!
Shit. Also, did those robots copy Cars Kick in the beginning?
All I gotta say is think, Kal-El, think. Think, Kal-El.
Yeah, that was and I'm so curious because like clearly he's not really doing much damage to Clark, but the fact that Connell came back in time, it was like I thought I had more time because he dies today whenever he fights Hank, and I'm like, but how? I know Hank is taking over the LexCorp robots, and basically put Deathstroke on a stretcher, and Lex is, which that was just hilarious to see that he literally like made him go splat on the ceiling and broke his arm, and then he tries to pull the blade, and I'm just like, Slade, just
I love down. But the funny part is like he said, "Are you gonna help me?" He goes, "For what? I told you he was a problem."
But even then, like, what do you expect me to do with one arm? I am a dual wielding assassin. I am crippled. Matter of fact, I'm on workers' comp right now. Like that is the epitome of like you getting hurt in the job of your boss is like, you still coming in? Like, sir, it's just. But yeah, I'm curious to see what causes their feud, because we still didn't even see who was killing everyone in the future, if it was him or
Right.
if it was something else. But I'm curious to see how Hank even ends up. Also, we don't. Their Kara was in the future, so potentially this something happens to her that isn't death. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see how we do Death of Superman and minus the Doomsday.
Probably one of the robots has kryptonite claws.
Yeah. So they replaced Doomsday with a Amazo bot.
I mean, the whip is essentially kryptonite, man.
That also too. There is kryptonite just lying all over the planet now because of Brainiac's attack.
Yeah.
I did like their conversation. That was fun. It's like, you do this for profit. No, it's like, wow, you are really bad at business.
Yeah, I like the modern day aspect of the whole thing. Like even like him hanging up on Jimmy, and then Jimmy's in the window. It's like, it's a problem. Can you help me out now? When he's with Giganta, or it's like, I'm interested in your body. And Jimmy looks immediately down at his own junk.
That's still funny.
Then he got turned into a porcupine.
It always kills me about Jimmy's net worth. I'm like, sir, you had how much and you blew how much?
Oh yeah, when they showed him. Oh yeah, and apparently Kara. I guess they had a reference last episode. Apparently Kara has a pony in some comics.
So that is a reference to her horse, Comet. And God, that is such a strange relationship, because that is also not a horse. That is a Kryptonian who was cursed in ancient times to become a horse. So sometimes he stops being a horse and becomes a dude, and sometimes he gets to boink Kara, because they're both Kryptonians, and then goes back to being a horse, her favorite horse, without her knowing.
Oh, good Lord.
So we pull a Wonder Woman. Well, I would say we pull a Wonder Woman 84, but that would mean that she would have to know.
No. It's not the man replaces the horse. The man is the horse.
Okay. I'm
now we'll dive into the thing of Bippo, the Kryptonian super monkey.
They're just some really twisted people at DC.
Now this is where it got to be a problem, because they're like the last person of Krypton, except the monkey, the dog, the cat, the horse, the kangaroo, your cousin, half a Daxamites. Yeah, you're the last Kryptonian. Zod.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious if Bizarro comes out, because we saw him earlier. And then if Steel comes through at all.
We see Steel once right before he dies.
Wait, what happened?
Huh?
In the future, he's the other black guy with Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, as far as this.
Perry?
No, that might have been Perry. I couldn't tell who that
Perry,
was.
yeah.
I mean, as far as this fight is concerned.
Yeah, they're still supposed to pop up somewhere. We did get Jessica Cruz, though, so we do get that backdoor entry for My Adventures with Green Lantern with Jessica Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we saw Jessica Cruz, a young Jessica Cruz, in the second episode at the panel, which I'm guessing we may possibly getting a time skip after this season. If not,
I just like Cat Grant. God, she's hilarious. Like, Cat, we know we work with you.
The reporters are hilarious. Between Cat Grant and Vicky Vale, serving a lot of C word in the world of reporting.
And Steve, don't forget Steve Lombard.
Him too. But we got what am I trying to? But it kind of explains
also the musical part. The musical of going to the mall.
And now Kara is just a girl who's obsessed with the mall. It's like we're gonna explore Earth culture. What do you mean? Oh, we're back here again. But also this kind of explains why their son is being so just carefree about admitting he's from the future and changing the past. I'm pretty sure the opening credits is showing us he's on a one-way trip, and he is going to fade away into obscurity at the end of the season.
The moment that watch is destroyed.
I mean, but if he undoes his future, I think that's why we see him fading in the beginning. And potentially he's reborn into a better world as a different version of himself.
Yeah.
So, because I'm just like, dude, you're breaking like every rule about being from the future in like 30 seconds. You're causing canon events. You're speeding up like treaties and unisons between people. And I'm like, but once I saw the opening credits, I'm like, okay, he doesn't plan to come back. He knows this is like. He's gonna fix the problem and undo himself, Marty McFly style, so he can be reborn in a better timeline.
The good thing is unlike Trunks, he is useful.
This is also true.
Damn. Well, either way, with My Adventure with Superman, again, if you haven't seen it, it definitely is on HBO Max or HBO. I guess HBO now. It's just HBO, not HBO Max anymore. But still worth watching if you get a chance. But definitely let us know what you think in the comments of it so far and what to expect. Because if they do follow Death of Superman, it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. But speaking of other trailers, we do have the final trailer for Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, the final part, the Calamity, which, if I'm right, I'm almost right. It should be streaming July 25th. But either way, if you haven't seen it, here's the final trailer.
どうしたってんだよ。今俺に分かってるのは、お前を倒さない限り、俺は何も守れねえってことだ。ユーハバー魂ごと消え失せろ。未来を避け、名前を呼べ。
Ooh, 9-1 is doing this.
決まってんだろ。
Is that why I got flagged for this?
Yes.
僕の生き残った理由だ。俺は山ほどの人を守りたい。それが世界を切るってことになるなら、それでいい。行くぜ。just go.
So where's Grimjaw in all this?
He's hiding.
世界のすべては無に帰る。
So Grimjaw is being tucked away for specific reasons.
Yeah.
And I will say the moment he had in these final fights, which it's looking like this is going to be all final fights, just 13 episodes straight with or 12 episodes straight with like a 13 epilogue for the final episode, maybe. Fine by me, because these last fights are great. I'm hoping Grimjaw gets to do more than he did in this fight, because this is around the time. This is where they hit Kubo with the all right, wrap this shit up. Literally, Grimjaw comes in clutch at one of these fights, and then it's like, that's it for that. Goodbye.
All I gotta say is between Kenpachi and Urahara, just not Urahara.
Yoruichi.
Thank you.
Those Cat Girl or Buckethead you're talking about?
I mean, because once Kenpachi uses Bankai, that's gonna be the fight. I need them to explain how that shit works, because I was confused reading it, and now that it's getting adapted, and again, I know they were being rushed, but like you hear Yachiru talking to him about his sword.
Yeah, because Yachiru is a sword.
Because Yachiru is a sword.
Okay, because that it seemed up in the air whether or not she actually.
Also, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
because I mean she's a sword.
Yeah, because she just vanishes, but they made it seem like she can come back to an extent, like
sort of yes and no, because
it was done so confusing and so fast. So if it is a spoiler, our bad, but for like we literally need this episode for clarity, because
which they do kind of explain in the fight before his fight, they do explain, because he's got questions about why he can still hear her, but they hopefully will explain. But between that. Yoruichi, Renji, shoot, even Captain Hitsugaya, they're all gonna have some interesting fights. But
everyone's fighting Hercules, and then the Hercules, the giant titan out there.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see. I forget how their powers work switching between the Almighty, between Hashwalt and Juha Bak, because they both can't use it at once.
Right.
But then Ichigo, and I feel like, have we seen him break out that final form yet? I feel like we haven't seen him do much. Okay, I feel like it's been a minute since we've seen him use like the full extent of his powers.
Because the final form is Quincy and Hollow powers merged. So that's why you see the half.
I was like, I feel like we haven't seen the horn in a minute, if at all.
No, we haven't seen the horn since Huyakumungo. When he snapped saving.
Well, not the horn, but I mean like that fused form. I'm like, because he gained that power when he went up to Squad Zero, but I'm like, have we seen you use it yet?
No.
And then Aizen officially graduating from Chair-sama to I have the ability to swing one of my limbs again, which
I'm mad that Aizen sat there and said the whole time, I allowed you to capture me. Like, bruh. It's like, and of course they that was back in Central 46, but still the whole I allowed you to capture me because I saw this coming when I had the Yoku. I was like, okay, no, I can live with that. But
I mean,
but
he at least turned down being traitor because they tried to recruit him, which is why which is why the entire Yamamoto fight happens. But yeah, the Hollows are in here, including some of the ones that Kurotsuchi saved, and then Yoruichi and her final power will show why ticket sales for the theater event went so well and why one family is getting divorced.
Pretty much. I mean, but either way, come July 25th, it looks like it's going to be a fun time. Again, the rest of 1,000 Year Blood War is still available for you to watch, I think, on Hulu and Crunchyroll. I'm more sure it's more Crunchyroll than Hulu. I have to go back and go double check. But if you haven't had a chance to see it, you definitely should. Joe, any thoughts on 1,000 Year Blood War?
I'm just waiting for them to confirm we're getting the Hell arc.
I don't think we'll get Hellverse, although I wish we would.
I thought that's what we were getting with that trailer you sent me. And I was like, this is another damn gacha game featuring Bleach GT over here.
Mm-hmm. I would love.
I saw you're running Bleach Heat the Soul. Which one are you doing?
Wait, I'm playing Shattered Blade.
Oh, Shattered Blade.
Yeah. What was it? Because the PS3 one is the one that overshadowed the hell out of this.
Because that's the Heat the Soul, but on the Wii. Because the Heat the Soul series was on PSP.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah. Okay. This one has the motion controls and they had a game only Espada in here who was sealed Arturo Plateado, and I'm like, it's cool. But it's fine. We'll see how it goes. I'm just happy to get the story told. I'm curious to see how fleshed out these fights are and I'm just glad Bleach gets an ending after being on hiatus all this time. Same.
Although it does deserve a proper send-off. But like Joe said, if we get the Hellverse, I'd be happy. That's in itself is an incredible arc as well. But Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender, because we've had so many animes being thrown out, and this one got snuck on in. We do got a trailer for it to be appearing on Paramount Plus. I'm still trying to catch up on the Netflix side. Thank you for watching me this far. Here's the trailer.
I'm the last Airbender.
You may be the last Airbender, but you're not alone.
Are these quotes from people that bootleg the movie?
I'm the Avatar. I found allies from every nation, and together we ended the 100-Year War.
Aang, because of you, all of the nations live together in peace and harmony.
All except mine. An airbender.
My senses tell me this guy is pretty attractive.
What does attractive even mean?
Just give me a straight confirmation. Is he attractive?
He's very attractive. Huh? What? He is. It's all in the bone structure.
Looks matching.
Hey. You and I can heal the past. And together, we can build a new world.
Welcome to Team Avatar.
How many countless were killed in the 100 years waiting for his return? If we want anything to change, we need what the Benders have. Power.
This isn't the way! We can bring back balance! Peace! I promise you I'll fix it.
We'll fix it.
Together.
This time, not appearing on Twitter.
Yeah.
Put it in theaters. Put it in theaters, you dicks. Like the fact that this is dropping.
No. Do not put it in theaters on that date.
Right, because July 25th is the same date as Bleach.
Well, I mean, go back to the
Spider-Man.
I mean,
it is the same day as Spider-Man. Yeah.
Well, I mean, go back to the original October date you had planned, but like what you call like K-pop Demon Slayer was on Netflix for like 2 months and still did numbers in theaters. Like people are telling you we will pay money to go see it, but like quit fucking around. Like even the fact that one of these quotes said like "Thank you all for being so patient," like basically thank you for not stealing. And I guarantee this was an inside job. The second they said, "Hey, it's going to go to Paramount Plus," somebody in the office was like, "Okay, fucker, bet." And then just even by the way, the guy who leaked it and bragged about it like an idiot is going to serve time.
That's okay. He got arrested.
He's serving. He's going to serve time, dumbass. But yeah, what most anticipated films of the year? Yeah, did you all like did you get your early copies? The new voice cast is fine. I feel like we could have kept the original, especially with at least Dante Bosco could have stayed as Zuko. I know
another
Steve,
Airbender.
I know
No,
Steve.
my only problem is we're just getting Zahir before Zahir.
That's also what I'm like. Is this Zahir reskinned?
So for those that don't know, what is Zahir?
Zahir is the season 3 villain for Korra, where he's the airbender with his anti-Avatar gang.
Okay.
Remember the girlfriend was the Sparky Boom girl that they absolutely murdered on screen?
I'm taking your word for it because my avatar.
She was gonna do the Mind Spark, and Lynn put a metal helmet around her head, and you hear the boom go off.
And they don't show. Yeah, I remember. But I'm very curious to see how does someone else also get trapped in ice for a century, and then who are these other people that were fighting?
And no
probably
one knew
insurrectionists, non-benders.
Although I can see Toph being a fan favorite, but then again, I've been watching Netflix. She definitely is a fan favorite in the Netflix series. But no, I will definitely give this a watch. Although poor timing for it to come out July 25th.
Yeah, like the fact that they're just like, all right, it feels very here, man. Damn, like the fact that you're like, because you got the Odyssey and Spider-Man, it's just like, all right, we also got something to say. Hey, not now. We got that, and I think doesn't Bleach come out the same day?
Yes. Bleach comes out the 25th too. I will say this from the looks of it, at least on Paramount, it's on Paramount Plus, so it will be streaming. Although, like Tafara said, this really should be in the movie theaters. I fully agree with that. But
I'm not going to stream it day one. I'm going to Spider-Man.
Exactly. Like I'm going to see Brand New Day and our Doomsday Secret War setup. Like
that's going to be.
So what are we calling it? Are we calling it Brand New Odyssey or Spider-Man Odyssey or?
I have
Odyssey.
All the above could really work, but Spider-Man Odyssey.
Are we just calling it A Tale of Two Toms?
I'm going Spider-Man Odyssey. A Tale of Two Toms is too close to a Charles Dickens story.
That's the point. Yes.
But no. With Avatar,
I'm gonna tell you something in 2 timelines.
That's pretty much. But that July 25th is gonna be a busy ass day. But speaking of busy ass days, Sega, which is the one video game company we have yet to say anything bad about, did release a new Sonic the Hedgehog 35 anniversary series, a sneak peek. It's called Sonic the Hedgehog Memories and Beyond. Tafari, do we want to play it or do you want to say what it's about?
I haven't watched it yet, so I will probably figure this out in real time. But we can just go ahead and run it. It's like 30 seconds.
All right, here's the teaser trailer.
Surprise!
Okay, real quick. Has Metal Sonic ever been that strong?
Yes.
Here and there. Is there anything else at the so somebody else in the comments is saying, like, we already know how this comic ends or this story ends. Combat data copied. Like it's also the fact that he is running the gauntlet with this many of them at once and keeping up with them is also crazy work. I I want to say this takes place probably currently in the timeline. I'm not sure where they're placing this or what this is setting up. But,
I think this leads into the comic book.
Okay, because I'm like, there's no way this is happening before Heroes. This is.
I'm like, dang.
Also, the reason they're losing is Shadow did not take out a gun.
Also, that clearly, if he had weapons or if ML was there to also copy fight data, it's I don't know. They've been doing good with the animations, like Shadow's short little anime shorts that he had for his game, Shadow Generations. The intro they made for whatchamacallit, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which had Shadow winning, which was also a surprise, and now this. Even if it's a setup for the comic, I hope we get like however many books they're dropping, and we can get one of these animations per book. Man, I'm sold.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to find more information on it. It looks like it's just a sneak peek at the upcoming anniversary. It's going to be a short form story. So, but yeah, no news as far as that. Looks like it's going to be, it was at Anime Expo 2026. So we'll probably keep an eye out for that one. And like I said, trying to find more information on it, but I'm not seeing anything. Guys, are y'all?
Not much out there right now. It's
okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything because I was like, I haven't seen anything since that teaser came out.
That's been pretty much it in this whole hunt for the Chaos Emeralds thing that they're doing. Which I haven't paid too much attention to it just because none of it's been in my city. But yeah, it's just cool to see that they're like even if it's not a game coming out, they're at least keeping us entertained and doing other stuff and Crazy Taxi, and they just had the classic Sonic Festival in Crossworld, so we're getting a lot of dope shit.
All right, Joe, what say you
about
Sonic?
I said it leads into the comic. I like that they got Robotnik's voice actor back and continue to make Metal Sonic a viable threat because he's either an absolute joke character or he's one of the most deadly things on the planet. There really is no in between.
Gotcha.
It's also hilarious that we now know he's part of a 3-sibling set.
I was gonna say somebody pointed out the other day that it's like, you had Gerald, Maria, and Shadow, and now he's got Ivo, Sage, and Metal.
No, Bell and Meadow.
Who's Bell?
Bell is the automaton Robotnik. That's the good guy in the comics who is canonically when it happened right after the Metal Virus where he becomes the Tinkerer.
Okay. And
she has a little Robeetle who's also good, and it is now canonized that she is the third Robotnik child.
Okay, yeah, I've seen glimpses of this character, just never knew who they were.
Same.
Yeah, they had a whole thing where it was her and Sage going after Metal Sonic because they had like roboticized Starro attached to them. Huh. And they had to get it off of him, but it's like canonical that they are the 3 Robotnik siblings. Well, the 3 younger Robotnik siblings. The 2 older ones are Orbot and Squarebot.
Oh, well.
Those are like Robotnik's 2 older sons that are in college and won't move out.
I'm just telling myself Scratch and Grounder are locked in the basement somewhere. They're
somewhere. They're somewhere.
They're canon. They're just not allowed to come outside.
Robotnik Robotnik told him, go get me some milk and just don't come back.
Dang. Well, with that being said, we are going to move on to Kamen Rider. I'm looking forward to this one because we played these 2 trailers beforehand. The second one is going to probably make you laugh. But Joe, do we want to give any description on the new Kamen Rider, or should we just go ahead and label it what most folks are already calling it?
So, despite it being myth, it's pronounced Mythu, so mouse. This is Tom and Jerry Kamen Rider. It's supposed to be small things have great power. It's around a legendary power thing. I'll at least want to get the cat drivers because I'm more in line with getting waist drivers as opposed to chest-mounted drivers.
Okay.
So, it speaks for itself. There's very little information. It just got announced. It is literally a mouse Kamen Rider fighting 2 cat Kamen Riders. So that means there's 3 cat Kamen Riders now canonically because we also have the one from Geats.
That being said, here's the trailer.
100年の眠りを経て人の思いは受け継がれ流れる星は神話になる。
Yeah, it was a lot. Now, the reason why I'm laughing about this, guys, is because there's another trailer that was put out there, and through the magic of YouTube, it is auto dubbed. All I will sit there and say is, just listen, and you'll see why I crack up every time this thing gets played now.
After 100 years of sleep, people's thoughts are passed down. Shooting stars become myths. Oh. Ah.
Sock it to me. Sock it to me. Hey.
I'm sorry. I look, I will give all. Sometimes technology works out. Sometimes technology gives you a gift. The fact is the at the end just kills me. But as we can see, guys, so I want to make sure I got the dates right because I think they showed it for about a hot split second. Oh, there we go. So it looks like what, September of this year, Joe?
Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so we are getting Kamen Rider Myth. Again, I still got to catch up on the last one. I still haven't. I know it's at what, episode 42 by now.
Yeah, we're getting close. I think Myth is also going to be streaming internationally because Zets is doing a whole lot of numbers. They are going to retool it, they said, because Zets was very American market focused and it didn't really resonate with Japan. So they went back to the well. They got the head writer from Kamen Rider Kuga to be the head writer of Myth. So
gotcha.
We're going to have some epic crash outs here in a bit. So,
well, that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I like Zets. Zets so far is pretty cool. I still got to catch up. Oh God, I think I'm on 27. I want to say episode 27.
That episode 24 twist was brilliant.
I have to go back and go out where I left off because no, I'm wrong. 23. Yeah, I'm at 23. Okay. No, I have to go back and go catch up. But it looks like this one's gonna be cool. Like they've been all, like Joe said, they're calling it a Tom and Jerry Kamen Rider. So hey, if it's like Gets, I'm down. I am down to watch it. But Tafara, what say you?
So are we officially or unofficially calling this the Tom and Jerry season?
No, it's officially the Tom and Jerry thing among the community. Like there's no way around that.
Okay.
Well, technically he's white, so it would be Nibbles versus Jerry.
Yeah, I'll probably check out the first couple episodes to see how I'm feeling about it.
I mean, I'm watching the new Ultraman. That's not too bad.
I gotta catch that too. What's it, episode 2 by now?
No, episode 1 came out this week. Ultraman Tio.
Okay.
Oh, right, the one we talked about before.
Yeah, I gotta catch that one too. I had to catch that one too. But before we do get into comics, guys, and some anime reviews. I know, like I said, I haven't caught anything. I think Joe had one thing, but Evo 2026 happened, and we do have some news from there. Of course, with Marvel talked on Fighting Souls, they did talk about the Samurai Riders. So we do know that Blade, Loki, Ghost Rider, and Deadpool will all be available players that you can play in the game. Although the game is setting up to be released in August. The Tetsuo Hara, for those that don't know, he was the manga artist for Kenshiro of Fist of North Star, which we also said that he'll be available in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves.
He's available now.
He's available now. Thank you. Also, SNK, because I freaking called it they were going to go back to fighting games. The Path of the Warrior R, that's actually being revived with a new character.
That is Art of Fighting 3, The Path of the Warrior R, and they are getting 2 brand new characters with brand new sprite art.
Which, again, I am looking forward to, as well as Ninja Masters, because if you know what Ninja Masters are, then chances are you probably played it in a laundromat, or you were lucky enough to get on an SNK, or you're lucky enough to get on the Neo Geo system. Either one. That makes me extremely happy as a kid. 2XKO. Me and Joe both played that fighting game. We actually played each other in that fighting game. We both think it's great. It looks like they are getting two new characters. Lux and Samira are next for 2XKO. Again, there is a trailer for it, but as you can see, it's apparently age restricted. But that's news from there. Invincible versus Season 1. Invincible Season 1 details, which means the DLC is coming out for it June 30th. And will include 2 playable characters, the Immortal and Universa, along with new skins, because skins are a thing. Virtual Fighter Crossroads, because we know that fighting game is coming. There is a trailer for the, I'm going to try to pronounce this as best as I can.
Bakunawa Killer.
Thank you.
It's just Lee Fei with a mask and his hair grown back.
Okay. Oh, Lee Fei. Oh, crap. I heard that name. I thought it was Lao Chan for a second. But they're going to be a new character in the fighting game. No news on when that's going to be a thing, or I'm pretty sure they're going to do betas, because they did the same thing with Street Fighter 6. So there's hoping. Bob is going to be the next character in Tekken 8, but again, we already did announce that. I called him Fat Bob for the longest time, but apparently he's just Bob the entire time, so my bad. Guilty Gear Strive. RoboKai is going to join it as the next character in the next Season 5 pass for that. There is going to be Avatar. There's going to be a DLC for Avatar Legends, the fighting game, that's also been confirmed. That will include 5 fighters: Iroh, Ty Lee, Lin Beifong, Bolin, and a 5th to be voted on by the community. The voting options are Tenzin, Kabura, Amon, King Bumi, and Asami.
It'll more likely be Amon.
Okay, fair enough. So outside of that, like I said, also another thing we wanted to show that, again, with Tekken 8, because apparently Tekken 8 does have a reveal trailer for their next fighter. And, well, if you guessed it was a kangaroo, you'd be right.
Not the dog.
I smile every time from that because it's a meme.
Yep, because it's a meme. That's the third part. So as you can see, Roger Jr. will be the next character in Tekken 8 for Season 3, along with Mitsu, Bob, and Yujiro from Baki. As you can see, will be available October 11th. Looks like it's in time for Evo France. We'll have a new trailer for it from there. I never really played much with Roger in Tekken. I always played either with the panda or the bear, but I never really played much with the kangaroo. But outside that, guys, what do we think of the Evo news? Because again, we do know of some DLCs coming out. I'm personally happy because SNK fighting games coming back. You have a whole freaking library. That's all I'm freaking saying. But fellas, what do we think of the news from Evo 2026?
I mean, a lot of good stuff coming out for a lot of communities. I'm not too heavy in the FGC like that, but at least nobody should be bored. You got plenty of stuff on the way.
Oh, definitely that. Joe, thoughts?
Yep, I mean, it's fine. Tekken's just going to keep doing Tekken stuff because Street Fighter pretty much kicked them in the dick this season for DLC character content. I mean, the best they got is Yojiro, and that's just a bad dad in a game about bad dads.
Yeah, that's fair.
And now you can... Oh, go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to make a joke, but you had something else?
No.
I was just saying, and now you can pre-order I didn't even check the price, overly expensive, very blue fight stick from PlayStation if you want to enter in tournaments with.
No.
Jesus.
No, and Yasmin's getting ready to come out. I know she's playable. She was playable there.
Yeah.
I heard she's fast, low damage, kind of like Cammy, but I'll still play her because, gotta rep Southeast Asia.
No,
made it to platinum with Alex.
Nice. Although I can imagine just a lot of people getting mad because he pretty much kept countering them through, didn't you? Countering through.
No, I've been learning how to play neutral real well.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's fair. But let us know what you guys think in the Evo news. Again, I'm extremely happy because SNK fighting games are making a resurgence. So I am all the way freaking happy. But before you go into comics, anybody got any anime reviews they want to talk about?
Just first 4 episodes of X-Men 97, and was not expecting that last episode to end like that.
Right.
So, did you catch the after credits trailer?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Wolverine and Captain America talking. Yeah.
And Black Widow.
Yeah, and Black Widow.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, but I will say this: I was not surprised that Q was the voice actor for Kang the Conqueror. Not in the least.
John DeLance. That sounds like him. But no, X-Men 97. They definitely did go for the gut this week. But yeah, Charles, all you had to do. We talked about some blurred's eye view where Magneto, I can fix him. Charles should have sat there and said, "Look, learn from me. You can't." Move on.
I kind of hate that I predicted how easy we were going to go into we created our own problem territory. And I was like, I feel like that's so cliche, but we're doing it well. Shout out to Chase Conley, who we've met and interviewed before at DreamCon, which is actually happening right now as we speak. You can very much see a lot of his storyboard work in here and how much that game is upgraded. And he directed those last 2 episodes as well. So he's becoming quite the household name and showing off why they got an Emmy nomination.
I mean, I still will reiterate this every time. Rogue does not get the right to be sad about Gambit. She made her fucking choice.
She can cry about both. She can cry about both boys now.
Yeah.
Right.
Put his helmet next to Gambit's playing cards.
Damn.
I was honestly waiting for and I knew it wasn't going to happen, but the moment he grabbed Magneto, someone was like, is this where we get Onslaught for like a hot second just to fuck with Apocalypse?
So I was joking, and then I realized, this might actually be what happens, because once I saw Magneto get Mega Man murdered in the eyeballs of Charles, and he turned into the light beams and just floated away, I was like, what if the reason Charles snapped wasn't just that he was finally petty, because that was just fuck all this teaching shit. I hate you now. But what if that was actually like right when he died, he took like a copy of Magneto's mind and stored it. And like the second Magneto died, Magneto took over and just came out. It was like, yeah, we're done with diplomacy. If we're sharing this brain, it's going to be like Nail and Piccolo over here. I'm talking.
Although I will say this, and I saw this video, and it's the most appropriate thing, is like there's no more room for heterosexual talk between Magneto and Charles in this conversation anymore.
Pretty much.
At all. They couldn't do anything but apologize, and
it's not even a bad thing on that one. Oh, by the way, I found out who all those kids were at the opening of the series. The ones that were running from X Factor.
Yeah.
So it's Penance. It's 2 of them are very specific. The kid with the high flat top fade and the black girl with the hat, they are significant because those are the 2 kids that get murdered by the purifiers that set off the event God Love Man Kills.
Yeah.
Wizkid
and
great.
So what?
I said I liked the whole thing. I got to learn a new band from Baruch Assault Volcano Girls from the whole Jubilee fight.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Jubilee with the firework Indestructo Disc and Rasen Shuriken action, along with the Black Widow body slams.
Right. I did like that. I did like that fight scene.
I talked to a friend of mine. It's like if this was on like Amazon Prime or something, that jump off thing would have been a double finger that shot off the fireworks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like some of it got toned down because I completely forgot. Like when they attacked in Sabanor's base, we just saw him holding I Am Weasel / Battle Beast. I'm like, he'll be reincarnated as an angry furry animal in Invincible. Don't worry. But I'm like, there was also children and like people in that building, and I feel like last season we would have shown all of that, but in this season it's just like Bishop's like, can we go home and or can I shoot him now? And it's just like, give it a second, Charles, get your boy. Can I shoot him now or can we go home?
Right.
And then Bishop comes up later. It's like, no, y'all had to stay and be a fucking hero. Now look at you holding your friend's helmet. Let's go. Well, before he comes back. Like I tried to tell you, get in the damn portal, but no, y'all got to be Mr. fucking Kappa, save save a mutant, and then the Eternal or the Celestial hitting him with the Eternal line, and then making him into like a vessel, and then Kang the Conqueror hitting us with the Pennywise speech when like the Council of Kangs were having their little mental talk.
Yeah. And then the External there. The other thing I noticed, I think Emma sent them there for a reason, because I noticed her daughters were part of that group.
Daughters are clones.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she does know about them.
Yeah, she knows about the cuckoos.
Okay, I wasn't.
I'm like, she is not Gen X Emma yet. Like, she is on the cusp of becoming Gen X Emma, because Jubilee was in her Gen X outfit. And then one of the mutants that was in there was Chamber. But when I immediately saw the cuckoos, like, oh, that's why Emma did this. She wanted her kids free.
Yep.
She doesn't really care about them that way, but
that's where my mind went. I was like, "Man, did we not pull you from rubble last season? This is the thanks we get."
But it's one of those things, like, she cares enough, not as a mother, but as a steward of mutant kind, that she wants to make sure her kids are fine. But she also knows the kids are her, meaning they know what to do and how to defend themselves. She just like, now I got to go get them.
And then the X Factor episode where what is it? X Force is the government people. X Factor is Cable.
No, other way around.
It's a long night. X Force is Cable.
Yes.
So yeah, the X Force opening credits, and then Cable basically like, "Hey, this is not my dad's show. I shoot people." So, and then they just, which I'm like, yeah, that's an Apocalypse Horseman. He had to go. Like, Jubilee, this is not his dad's show anymore. I'm sorry. He got his own opening credits and everything, and you were moving too slow, so you got left behind.
They had good substitutes. Psylocke standing in for Shatterstar and Jubilee standing in for Boom Boom is a solid choice.
Yeah. But that's basically it for me. The show is great. We're getting darker with, actually, do we have 10 or is it 9 episodes this season?
I thought it was 10.
It's 9, which explains why it got dark in 4 instead of 5, which is what we did last time.
Yeah.
Next episode is called Weapon X Lies and DVD, so I'm curious to see how that goes. But you want to get into your shows and comics since we're hitting our time?
I mean, I've been watching stuff as of late. I'm trying to like narrow down what I'm going to keep on my anime watch list. I tried watching Black Torch. It's just JJK, but everybody's ninjas and Sakana is a cat.
Interesting.
Yeah, I already took that off my thing. What else do I got? Cat and Dragon. That was hilarious. The second season picks up where the first half of the first episode gets off because the mother cat gets summoned. So the second thing is where the mother cat gets summoned. She gets summoned by a little girl at a magic academy to become her familiar, and ends up raising her. And then like she talks to the headmaster. The cat talks to the headmaster. It's like, yeah, I've raised a lot of things, not just cats and dragons. And then one of the students accidentally summons like demons from a dungeon. And the head devil turns out to be one of the kids the cat raised. So it just like super imposing. And then it's like, Mom, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, it's you. How you been? No, Mom, what are you doing here? Really?
Good Lord.
It's fantastic. What else do we got? Young ladies don't play fighting games. If you liked High Score Girl, you'll like this. It is a heavy tie-in with Street Fighter.
Okay.
Okay.
What else do we got? Of course, Digimon's still going super duper strong. They just like, holy shit. We have like an on-screen after scenario suicide shown.
Damn.
Mephistomon made an appearance. I was not expecting to see how they did that. But that was something. Demons of the Shadow Realm are still going. Thank God. As we said earlier, Samurai Troopers, the new season starts. Now it's the war with the Demon Realm and the Earth Realm fighting against the Heavenly Realm.
Okay. So,
yeah. And obviously Ghost in the Shell. Had to put on my straw hat for that one.
Well, thank you for that, Joe. Like I said, we didn't really have a.
So many people are mad at that show. So many people are mad at that show.
I still got
because they're wanting the standalone complex major and original major. That woman's a lunatic cornball sometimes.
Oh, so they're not gonna get exactly what they want, but can't please everybody. But we're gonna go ahead and go into comics. Before we do get into comics, like I said, we know it's been a while, so we do thank y'all for y'all's patience. But before we do get into comics, guys, we do want to shout out Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 place to go to for comics, for Funko Pops, pop culture, you name it, they got it. 2 locations, Nashville, Tennessee, and Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as their website at rickscomiccity.com. Let them know the guys at Get Bit sent you. We'll give you discounts, but you see us on their televisions, so we always want to show them love. If you are not in the Tennessee area, guys, please support your local combo store, support your local library, support your indie artists. Support people in general that aren't corporations, because trust me, you're going to miss them when they are gone. So with that being said, I know I'm so used to saying, Joe, you usually got your stuff set up, but I forgot that I'm running the board on this one. So whenever you're ready, sir.
Next, first up, we got Absolute Catwoman #2. This is The Yarn. Scott Snyder and Chi Grayson are writers, with Bengal doing art and covers, and Giovanni Nero doing colors. This is actually a really good book.
Yes, it is.
We are looking more at Selena Kyle's backstory, because she is part of a all Catwoman theft group, where she was called the Calicos, where it's all the previous Catwomen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Helena Bertinelli, because sure, why not? Future daughter, not in this world, but future daughter can also be a Catwoman. They all meet up unexpectedly at an auction, and Cassandra Cain and Lady Shiva thwart it and steal whatever Catwoman was there to sell. Great art. I like the story. I love that it's a cyberpunk thing, so automatically that's got my thing. I love her motorcycle in this, because her motorcycle turns her into a giant metal panther.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting story. I was not expecting that. Although, shout out to oh dear God, what is her name? And I'm gonna be mad that I don't remember right now, because she
Stephanie
actually.
Williams?
Say what?
Who are we trying to figure out?
The writer for Absolute Catwoman. I forgot her name that fast. She's one of the writers, and I forgot her name.
Chi Grayson?
Say it one more time.
Chi Grayson?
No, that's not it. It'll come.
Be the writer. It's Scott Snyder and Shay Grayson.
I wonder if she might be an artist, and I'm gonna hate myself later because I should know this, but
the artist is Bengal and the colorist is Giovanni Nero.
Safari, I'm pretty sure we covered her. I just cannot think of her name. Shay Grace. Oh, okay. I was wrong. Wait, my bad.
Is that M. Shadash?
No, that's Shay Grace. My bad. Joe's right. Okay. I just couldn't put a face with the page. I couldn't put a face with the name. But no, Shay Grayson, we definitely do want to shout her out for Absolute Catwoman, because that is her first DC writing, first DC artist. Love the artist on that one. Love the story.
She's not the artist.
I'm sorry. Wait.
Writer.
Thank you, writer. Thank you. I don't get my words twisted. So, writer, although we still give credit to everybody on Absolute Catwoman, because honestly, it's a very surprising story. I actually like it. So, I dig it.
What do we got next?
Sorry. I was trying to find the story. There we go.
Geocore. This is written by so many people. Morgan Hampton, art by Fernando Parson and Juan Jose Rip, Will Conrad, Igura, Eau Claire Albert, and Jason Paz. Colors is Matt Herms and Lee Lowridge. The She-Man Hunters are going to invade Oa. This is the big fight issue for the thing, because it's the penultimate issue for this arc. Meanwhile, Guy is trying to teach Jessica about how the emotional spectrum deities actually work and want to live and function.
Yeah.
And then Joe makes a Megazord.
That was well, that lets you know off the bat where the Power Ranger reference came from.
Oh, yeah.
Still as him being the All Sight, just of all people, that's still funny to me. But no,
got to do something with Guy.
Oh, true. Guy being the All Sight, but no, I'm not knocking it. I did like the whole Megazord fight. I'm surprised it was just not to include the lawyers, but it was good. It was a good issue.
What do we got next?
All right. Black Cat.
Black Cat, we got G. Willow Wilson, Anders Galante doing art, Brian Reber doing colors. Frank just wants Felicia to say she's sorry for hitting his dog. Felicia says no.
Mm-hmm.
Chasing ensues. It escalates to the point where, for some reason, an Eldritch Sea Horror comes out onto the beach in front of them while they're arguing. It really is as simple as that. It's just Frank just wants her to apologize for hitting the dog.
Long story short, just apologize. But we know it's Black Cat. Why are we surprised?
Oh, yeah.
But still, it was still a good read. I will say this: out of all the Black Cats I have skipped, I didn't skip this one. That was actually a good read.
Just apologize. No. Paint my chicken coop. No. This is Uncanny X-Men number 31. This is written by Gail Simone with art by Jim Toe and David Beldion, colors by Matt Wilson. It's prom night, and it's the prom night for the X-Men, which means nothing's going to go correctly. Mm-hmm. They are being attacked by alien invaders. It turns out they're not alien invaders. They're alien exterminators because the high school they're at the prom with is built on top of a brood nest.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans ensue. Also, the exterminators put Nightcrawler and Nightcrawler's girlfriend in a tube. One of those two has a brood parasite in them.
Yeah.
One of them
my
too.
My money's on Nightcrawler.
No, my money's on the girl. That means Nightcrawler can't be happy. Nightcrawler can't be happy.
Yeah, I can see that. But still, interesting issue. Let's see. Oh, got it. Sorry.
Sonic the Hedgehog. This is the 35th anniversary one-shot. This is written by Isman Omar Atta and art by Tom Rothenberger, Matt Forsay, Muro Fonseca, and Minho Kim, colors by Isman Omar Atta and Reggie Graham. This actually kind of picks up from the video we watched because a meteor falls and Robotnik steals it from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And installs it in Metal Sonic, and it just becomes the Tree of Might.
Okay.
It is literally the Tree of Might. Like, it goes down to Sonic having to go supersonic with all the emeralds and things, but like everybody's there. Even the polar bear from Sonic Fighting.
I was gonna say there's a couple characters on there I have not seen since Sonic the Fighters, like Bean the Duck. I just saw down there is a character.
Bean the Duck, Knack the Weasel's in it. Mighty and Ray are in this.
Mighty's had a few appearances. I think he's been like Sonic Mania and a few other. So Mighty's actually more known because he's actually gotten recent love along with the all yellow one that was down there.
Yeah. Also, he was one of the very few characters in the 32X Chaotix game.
Yes, that's what he was initially a Chaotix character. Then he was forgotten about. Then they brought in a whole bunch of people for Sonic the Fighters, who we never heard from again. And then we got Adventure and Heroes, which became our solid roster.
Yeah. No, but it was a great comic. Like I said, it's just weird that it was the Tree of Might.
Well, I'm surprised. And
Knuckles, the Anniversary Special. This is written by Ian Flynn with art by Aaron Hammerstrom. Ink by Rick Mack and colors by Valentina Pinto. Knuckles goes and chills out on an island with a very Trip the Sun Gazer, who is a guardian in her own right, because Trip goes to see Knuckles to take him to her island so he can train her how to be an effective guardian. And Knuckles is not treated poorly, but everyone's just like, you kids are nice. Go play.
Dang.
Especially by the grandpa for Trip. I don't know where Trip is from. I think you would, Tavara.
Trip.
First appearance is Sonic Superstars Trio of Trouble.
Okay, I didn't play any of the Superstars or the All-Stars games.
Sonic Blitz, Sonic Racing Crossworld, she's brought up, Sonic Speed Simulator. She kind of looks like a dinosaur, but she has like armor on her.
Yeah, it's like Armadillo. This is
a sun gazer. I don't know what a sun gazer is.
Neither do I. This is a new character to me, but at some point I will deep dive those IDW compiled books. If she's even in there.
But yeah, so and then just like it ends after he realizes, or just tells us like, look, I'm winging it. I never had a teacher. I'm the last of my kind. And then she's like, well, great. Let's, where do you live? It's like, oh, I guard the Master Emerald in that floating island. By the way, how am I getting back up there? Because I can't fly.
Damn. She's
like, I think Robotnik left one of his floaty pods the last time he came here and tried.
Okay.
It was a cute little book.
Yeah, that one I didn't get to read, but it sounded like it was fun. But thank you for that, Joe, for the comic pool this week. As we usually wrap up, guys, we want to thank everybody that liked, that watched, that let people know we're live. We certainly appreciate it, although this is slightly recorded. But we still thank you all for watching. That being said, as we sign off, we start with the man, the myth, the legend, Tafari. Sir, will let people know what you're doing, where they can find you, sir?
Yeah, more than likely before this stream, I was finishing up Bleach Shattered Blade. I have a few more characters to unlock. And then we're moving on to another game. We have one more episode of Life is Strange, which I probably have a highlight for that posted. Gonna try to do my own physical collection video for this PlayStation protest. If you're at DreamCon, have fun. Please go support Marsha Blueberry. They are doing some cool things this weekend. They're doing a live voice actor talent search. Go cheer on or compete for a chance to get a life-changing opportunity. They're showing off a new cartoon. A lot of friends doing a lot of things. Xenoverse 3 will have a demo there, and it's actually the first stop on their road tour. The friends from Trapped at Anime are out there. Cleo Thomas is out there doing a partnership with McDonald's and like this giant techno state. It's a lot of cool shit, man. If you check out any of my pages, I've put out a couple, especially my Instagram, I put out a couple shorts about it. Just because I'm not be there doesn't mean I don't want people to have fun. So please go out there, have a blast. It's a wild world out here. You guys have earned this weekend off. And protecting these spaces includes and is not limited to putting belt to ass like Tony Weaver did earlier this afternoon. When I say protect these spaces, that is what I'm talking about.
All right.
But yeah, clip, and then please keep watching clips and stuff of this show if you're out there. Busy week on my schedule right now, but I will try to get stuff out for y'all. Hopefully, I'll have it ready by the time this goes live.
All right, sweet. Thank you, sir. And another busy man, Joe. Will let people know what you're doing, where they can find you, and what you're up to, sir.
I'm not doing this for effect. I'm legitimately thinking. Middle Tennessee Gaming, Tuesdays, there's a massive Beyblade tournament. Come on down. $20 get you entry. It's a team tournament. I need a team. Thursday, I will be there for Popper Night to help check you in, get you going. I'll be there all day Friday, all day Saturday, half a day Sunday. And then I'm at my other job because I work 7 days a week and I need to redo my schedule because I'm very tired. Other than that, I'm not really working on anything right now. I got a new computer coming. A friend is giving me their older computer, which is, from the looks of it, I think it's only 5 years old as opposed to my poor computer now, which is 13 years old. So maybe I'll be able to do things I want to do, like stream normally and not worry about this thing catching on fire. Or being able to do more than two things at once. Or being able to do just two things at once. Christ almighty, this thing. It's been a good computer, but it's time. It's getting to the point where I have to hit the power button multiple times for it to get turned on.
Damn.
Like I said, other than that, there's not really anything I'm streaming right now. Every so often, you can find me over playing Street Fighter 6. I'm just chipping away at Alex. There's not really any games I want to play right now either, which is weird. There's just nothing really out that's interesting me. One of my friends told me I need to try that Sword Art game that's coming out, Echoes of Iron Card or something.
Huh, okay.
I saw some buzz about that, but I see people saying like it's not even multiplayer; it's like a single player experience.
Yeah, I'm only worried I have to continuously run around with Kirito, and I don't have the time or patience to run around with that child and his harem of women who are his relatives. Sometimes it's weird and creepy. No. Like I said, other than that, I'm sorry I'm kind of lackluster on this, but there's really not much going on for me this week.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
This may be pre-recorded, but for the authentic experience, people, we are currently recording at 12:30 in the morning. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, 11:30 for us, but we get the point. But all right. Thank you, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Like I said, I don't mean to be low energy. It's just
no.
I
You're
really
good.
don't have anything going on.
Yeah, you're good. We got 7 minutes to spare. Oh yeah, I dropped skits on my main channel too, by the way, because try to keep up with all this gaming news. So yeah, we have games reacting to showcases, and then we have how companies treat physical media. All right, Spartan, go.
All right. Before we get to myself, shout out to APR TV. Always press record. Why? Because the Giving Podcast can be seen there. It's an app that's on the Roku channel as well as Amazon Fire. Definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. Also, BlurStation.com. $10.99 a month to stream Blur Station. It is a site for us, by us, with content that you will enjoy. You definitely want to be on this train, and you definitely don't want to lose out. But definitely check out BlurStation.com. Again, you will not be disappointed. Check us out, the Gigabit Podcast, on YouTube at the GB Podcast. Like, share, subscribe to the notification buttons anytime that we do go live, or do we do stream, or we upload reviews, things of that nature. You'll definitely know about it. All of our pages that you see there at the bottom can be found there. So definitely like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to 170 subscribers as we're trying to march our way up to bigger numbers. Thank you for rocking with us. We cannot say it enough. Also, check out Blurred's Eye View because, again, we actually did have a special episode on Thursday for X-Men, but definitely check out Blurred's Eye View on YouTube, as well as people down there at the bottom, Room Full of Blurs, Geek by Heart, Safari TV Gaming, of course, our show, my other show, How the Forever Got Here, Navy Montel, BlurredCon Speaks, Show Quo, Lord of the Culture, and of course, Safari TV can all be found under the Blurred's Eye View website. Like, share, and subscribe as we all have different things to add to the table. And again, you won't be disappointed. As myself, guys, Black_Spartan615 is my personal social for everything. You can definitely like and follow me there. And I'll go there and I talk to everybody. Don't make it weird. I don't want to get the habit of blocking people. Outside of that, protect your mental. Please find the services and therapy to help you out because good mental health is everything. Men, go to the doctor. It's not that freaking hard. There's no longer need for excuses. We definitely have to be around for everybody. So again, make that appointment. If you are going to cons, the rules still do apply, especially if you're going to DreamCon. Respect the cosplay at all times. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. Hygiene is important, guys. It's going to be said there at the con. We're definitely going to say it here. Soap, water, deodorant, a little bit of cologne doesn't hurt. But again, clean clothes is appreciated. And the last one that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else, be nice, be kind, talk, share, invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and you won't get jumped. At the same time, guys, this is the weekend. Please, oh, please make smart decisions. Nobody wants to be in jail over the weekend. Everybody should be able to go home happy, especially at DreamCon. Please, guys, look out for each other. Look out for yourselves. And again, watch out for the BS. Again, we want to thank everybody for watching. We will hopefully be back here next Friday. Same Get Bit time, same Get Bit channel with news of the week. And as we wrap up, guys, any last words we call tonight?
If you got a PS3 or a Vita, man, plug that thing in and get the stuff while you can. If you haven't, if there's other games on PS4 or 5, start making a list now and what you want to grab before it gets expensive. Cause hot damn, I should have grabbed Deadpool before that fucking movie came out. It was like $40. Now it's like triple digits for everybody.
All I can say is hello, homebrew. Hello, homebrew. Joey, last words?
Yeah, and it goes with your thing. If you're in a card shop, Wash, we have a 3-stage rule in our shop, especially during the Beyblade night. First stage is Lysol. The second stage is Febreze. If it gets worse than that, fire purges everything.
I thought he was going to say Clorox bad.
I did just see a story about a card shop that shut down a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament because it smelled too bad.
Me too.
Yeah. No, we literally go around with those things, and we get so many people that just go, "Thank you." And I do tell them point blank, like there are 3 stages. If it gets to fire, we will ask you to leave.
I mean, Jesus. But like we said, be clean, enjoy yourselves, have some fun for us at DreamCon. We're pretty much going to be out. I've been Spartan. He's been Joe. He's been Spartan TV. This has been the Give It Podcast, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other. I promise we'll get through this. Live long and prosper. Be clean. We are out. Peace.